Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Heroic Dose. This episode is going to be a little different because it's going to be a lot less formal. As you can see right now, I'm currently laying down. I'm in my bedroom. I'm on my bed. I recently, finally, after all this time, after a year and a half, I was able to have my knee surgery, and I had that December 5th. So that's pretty recent, and I've just gotten home from the gym and doing physical therapy. So I need to lay down right now. Also, I'm extremely sleep deprived at this moment. I have not been sleeping enough to manage my narcolepsy. And so if you guys feel like I'm a little off and I'm not as calm or as I have been in the past, it's because I get like a little delirious and excitable when I don't have enough sleep. Like, you know how some people get grumpy when they're super tired? I kind of get happy and just like I stay in a good mood. So, anyways, I'm laying down on my bed right now and I need some sleep. But I can't. I just got home. I need to get up and take a shower, but I felt like I need to make this video because this is like the reality also of having narcolepsy and being sleep deprived all the time. Like, I don't always feel presentable. I don't always feel like I can make a video because I'm too tired. Like, I would feel like maybe if I could lay down in all my videos and you guys can be understanding that I'm not trying to be disrespectful, like, oh, she can't even sit up for us. But sometimes, like, I really need to lay down and it's a lot easier for me to make a video. Sometimes I'll have enough energy for that, like if I'm laying down to make it, because I'm so tired sometimes. And like, yeah. So sorry, I keep losing my train of thought too. I'm so tired. But this is also, I wanted to show you guys the reality of being me and how I am sometimes. Like, I'm not always there. Sometimes I'm just like, I feel like I'm too tired to function. And I have moments or days like this, and it happens a lot. Like, especially if I don't manage it and stay on a schedule as I should. Like, before the pandemic, when you know I was a prostitute for a decade, I had a bed like at my job in my office. Like, prostitution, I haven't talked to you guys a lot about that part of my life, which I'm definitely going to get into, all of it, and share salacious stories or whatever, whenever I see fit. um so I am going to talk about that part of my life. And this whole video right now, I'm going to talk about me. That's what this one's for. I have a lot of updates to give you guys, like about my daughter, my son, my mom, my father, and some extended family members, and my sisters. But for this video, this episode right now of the Heroic Dose, I'm just going to talk about myself and what's going on with me. And yes, I'm tired, I'm sleep deprived, and I'm laying down. This is part of my day sometimes where like I'm tired. So, oh yeah, I was saying when I was a prostitute. Oh yeah, sorry. I keep losing my train of thought. So when I was a prostitute, and also I'm gonna make another video right soon after this so you guys can see like what I am like right now versus what I'm like after I've had some rest. Well, you've also seen me before in previous videos what I'm like when I'm doing it good and I've had like an not an adequate amount of sleep, but enough sleep. I've fallen asleep enough times or something to be coherent and 100% functional, which I am. My mind's super clear. It's just I'm so tired. And like I get shaky, I get cold, like there's a lot of things that start happening to my body um when I'm feeling extremely sleep deprived because my body doesn't go into the deep sleep phase when I sleep. So I'm so tired all the time during the day. And being a prostitute was perfect because there's like a bed. So in between my clients, I can just fucking lay down and take a nap, you know? And And now it's like, well, that's why that was working out for me in narcolepsy. And now I'm trying to, I obviously can't be a prostitute forever. First of all, there's a safety and there's no financial stability in it. And I need financial stability in my life because right now, prostitution has me living like day to day. I don't know on any given day if I'm going to be able to pay my bills that day or whatever I owe. Like I literally live day to day. If I see a client that day and make some money, then I see a client that day and made some money and I can pay something. If I didn't, I'm shit out of luck. And for the last year and a half, I've only been able to see like a handful of clients because of my meniscus being torn. Like that was a big financial setback for me because I only felt safe seeing a handful of clients. Sorry, I was switching hands holding this phone up. But I only felt safe um, seeing a handful of clients because my meniscus being torn, I physically could not protect myself from anybody. So if something were to happen, like with somebody I didn't know, like a stranger, I don't feel like I could protect myself. And that's a very real thing. And I have been in situations like that where I've needed to physically protect myself or get away or, leave the area. And I've had to do it. And for the last year and a half, with my meniscus being torn, I felt like I would not be able to protect myself. So I've only been seeing a handful of people. So I've been having to make do um, and pay my bills that way while trying to figure out some other type a means of a sustainable income, as in I can sustain this having narcolepsy. I can do it by myself. And also, it's a good market to go into. So I want to talk about that, what I've been doing with my life, like what my plans are and what I've been up to, and just, yeah, just everything. I have a lot to talk about. And I feel like now's a good time to talk about it because I've reached, I've I've made it over one huge hurdle that was holding me back, like my knee being messed up because, and this sucks to say it like this because it makes me super sad, but I was thinking like I need to get my knee fixed so that I can be a better prostitute because I need to be able to see more clients so I can make more money so I can figure my shit out. Because it's always about money. Like right now I don't make enough. I don't see enough people to get by with my bills every month. Like I'm constantly scraping. Because like I said, I can only see a handful of people. So if they don't call me, they don't call me. And that's that. Like I do have some friends that I can reach out to sometimes, like if something's gonna get shut off, but otherwise shit's fucked. Like it's messed up. And so I've been trying to figure out, what else I can do. And my plant business, I told you guys that I had started to try to, get myself out of prostitution. That failed, and that failed for a variety of reasons. But one of the reasons that has failed was because I didn't know enough about business. Like I wasn't educated in like markets and stuff like that, and sustainability and feasibility, and you know making financial analysis of my chosen industry. Like I didn't know, and the niche that I had chose to occupy um at the time. So I didn't know enough about those types of things, but now I've been learning a lot. I've been reading, doing a shit ton of reading, and right now my life consists of getting better because right now I don't feel healed enough. Like I just had this surgery and I'm nowhere near I don't feel healed enough now right now to be able to see like my clients again right now. So the reason why it took so long to have this surgery, like it took until December 4th, was because I needed to be able to have the money to pay my bills for after my surgery when I would be unable to work when I'm like recovering and doing my learning how to walk again and doing rehab and physical therapy and stuff like that. And I didn't have any way to make that money to be able to get my surgery and have time to recover and have the bills paid. because I could only see those handful of clients. So I've been like trying and working on a new business that I've been trying to start, so that I can have more financial stability. And somebody helped me out and they gave me some money that I felt like I could was a comfortable amount for me to be able to say, okay, I can have this surgery and sit at home for at least a month before I have to think about seeing clients and being well enough. And maybe I can see my regular clients then. And then, once I'm better, then I can start to see, other people I don't know, strangers, because if you fuck with me, I'm going to kick your ass. I don't know. I'm just saying, I will protect myself. um, uh, no, I'm not a violent person. I'm just totally non-violent, but it's a real thing. It's a real thing in the world of prostitution where there is a chance you will have to physically defend yourself. And it's that's just the reality of my life. And yeah. So so right now, this is what I'm doing right now, like in my life. I just had that surgery. Um I have enough money to last until January, so I have to get back to flat backing for sure in January, but until then I'm like kind of okay. Yeah. But while I'm like recovering and just sitting at home and waiting for my knee to get better and doing rehab and taking care of, what I have going on, I've been reading books about um, mushrooms and mycology and growing them, and about businesses and how to write business plans. And um, this big book that I'm going to show you guys is called Business for Dummies. So I'm gonna uh I'll show you guys all this stuff. I'm sorry, I'm tired. So this is me super tired how I am sometimes. I'm just like not all the way there. But okay, so you guys are following me. So and like I said, I might edit this video together with another one of me like after I've had some rest. Maybe. But I really do need to go to sleep after this. So I'm gonna yeah, I hope you guys understand. I'm sorry for all the over explanations and explaining. I just want you to know the reason for my long absence, like what I've been going through. Like, shit's rough out here. It's rough. It's rough being a hoe with a bum knee. Like it really is. And yeah. So my new business, and also I want to talk about um okay, so I want to talk about what I'm doing right now. And so we're going to get up and we're going to go on a little tour. And I mentioned my mushroom business. So I want you guys to see the heart of my home, which is I call it my mushroom room. But this is the heart of my home, and this is where I'm spend the majority of my effort and my time, because I want to my life has taken a mushroom path. Like I want to talk about psychedelic therapies as well, and using magic mushrooms to heal yourself from generational trauma, which I will go into in more detail in another episode of the Heroic Dose. And I'm going to be talking about that actually a lot and a lot. But right now, I just want to talk about um, the financial side of it and what I'm trying to do with my life to get out of prostitution. Okay, so we're gonna go on a little tour, and you guys are gonna see a little bit of my mushroom room and part of my plan for growing gourmet mushrooms and medicinal mushrooms, nothing illegal. So when you guys see this mushroom room, the plan that I am talking about is for growing gourmet mushrooms and medicinal. Okay. Oh, and I'm also going to show you guys, oh, I'm in my bedroom. So I'm also going to show you guys my living room. So you can see more plants. And yeah, so And then I have a couple other things I want to talk about, but here we go. So this is my mushroom room right here. I'm gonna do my best to like hold this camera right and make it so you guys can see everything. So when you first walk in, like, here's some shelves, and these are bags of grain, and I inoculate them or inject them somehow with mycelium, which is mycelium. If you think about it, if you don't know too much about plants, mycelium, think about it as the roots for a plant. But if you do know about plants, you can think about mycelium as the tree trunk, and like an apple tree, and the apples for that tree are actually the mushrooms themselves, like the fruiting bodies, like what we see are mushrooms. Think of those as apples for an apple tree, and the apple tree is the mycelial network underneath the ground, if you want to understand this. So well, that's as best as I can explain it, sleep deprived. So I hope you guys get it. And there's a fan on in here right now, but actually most of the time it's a lot louder in this room because I also run my dehydrator in this room, which has a fan, so it's louder. And so I'm sorry if you guys can't hear me. And I also run this fan that I turned off. It's actually a air purifier that I made, so that's usually running too, but I turned it off so I could make this video because I want everybody to be able to hear me. So this is grain. I inoculate the grain, so it looks like that. And then when I inoculate it, the mycelium starts growing inside of the grain like that. And then eventually it becomes fully colonized like this, and it's all white and stuff like that. And so that's part of the process. And then once it's fully colonized, I transfer it to a bag of substrate, which is this right here. And then I let it colonize in the bags of substrate. So like they start out like the grain over there, so it's like brown and then little white spots, and then eventually like the whole bag is covered in white. So that means that bag is fully colonized and it's ready to go into the fruiting chamber, which is here. This is my DIY. A lot of stuff you guys are gonna see in here is DIY, okay? Because, you know, finances, but I'm doing what I can. So this is my DIY fruiting chamber. And this is where I fruit my mushrooms, like where you're actually gonna see a mushroom that you could recognize pop up and be like, oh yeah, there's a mushroom finally. Yes, that's where the magic happens, in there. But I'm actually in the process of needing to build a bigger one or improve that somehow, because I'm having trouble keeping the humidity in this one ever since I've had to turn my heat on for the winter. Like the air is too dry out here. So I have another humidifier down here, like running to try to make the air in here not so dry, so maybe the, I don't know, humidity in there. But I bought stuff to build another bigger humidifier, but it's in the works, okay? And this right here is my laminar flow hood. This is what I use to help keep my workspace like sterilized and sanitized. Sorry, I don't even know which words I'm trying to use, but you guys know what I mean. I got to keep things clean because that is so important when you're growing mushrooms. It's like number one is sterilization, and you know, and cleanliness, and yeah, so that's my laminar flow hood. That's quite loud when I turn that on. And I got this is my light for the room right here. And it's on this stainless steel table, and that's my dehydrator. So I do have, this is actually a pretty good dehydrator, and so I do have like, and this is a good flow hood. I have some good equipment, and then I have like some DIY equipment. Like I put the money and put, you know, finances and resources where I can, like what I feel like is most important, and then when I'm ready to level up, I level up again. So this is like my pride and joy right now. This has come a long way. I've learned so much, and I'm still learning all the time. And this is my journey. Like this is the heart of my home. This is my dream. This is where I spend my time, and this is what I'm working for, is growing this mushroom business and turning it into something. And I'm going to talk to you guys about my vision for it, like a little bit too, as well. I just have a lot of stuff to talk about, and I have to really, really go to bed. So this is like another peek of the room. So laminar flow hood, some shelves that have the substrate that's colonizing, and then the fruiting chamber, and then over here like more mushrooms that are colonizing and grain. Like there's, yeah, so this is my room. That represents like a lot of work. And I have plans to turn my bedroom, actually, so that's my next step after I get this room pretty streamlined as well, is to get my bedroom turned into more, like convert it into more space for fruiting my mushrooms. Like it's gonna be my second mushroom room. And then I'm just gonna move my bedroom and my bed, like everything, out into my living room, which I'm gonna show you guys right now. And my living room is gonna become like a little studio apartment kinda. And then I'm just gonna use my 2 bedrooms for starting my business. And I mean, I love my bedroom, I love the vibe and all that, but I'm totally okay about just using my living room for my living quarters or whatever, because honestly, I need to find a means for you know, a better I need financial stability in my life, and I need to take my mental health and wellness and the path that I'm on to the next level. Like I'm ready, and I'm sorry I'm shaking my camera so much. I hope I'm not making anybody dizzy. Like I know people hate that, and like forgive me. Sorry. So yeah, so this is, yeah, that's where the magic happens, where this, oh, and this is my calendar. Look, these are my mushrooms that I drew on my calendar. Do you see them? Let me see. I drew those with dry erase marker, and I did like some of the detailing with chopsticks. But let me tell you, dry erase marker is not easy to do art with. Like that's crazy. So anyways, that's yeah. So here we are, we're leaving there, and now we're gonna go to my living room. And so this is my living room, like fully lit up with all my grow lights on. And then I'm gonna show you guys my living room, what it looks like when I like to like chill in there with all the grow lights off and like the vibe. So I'm gonna do that right now. So we're leaving here, and so, oh yeah, see, that's sleep deprivation. Like, so, and when I'm like this, if I blink too long, like I have like a little micro dream in that blink, because I go into like the sleep dream state phase so quick. Too long of a blink and I'm all of a sudden having a dream, and as soon as I open my eyes, like I'm getting pulled out of it. It's crazy. This is sleep deprivation. That's how quick I can fall asleep and go into the dream state phase. Okay, so this is my living room. I don't know which angle to show you guys first, but so I'm gonna do my best to show good angles and hold the camera still. So this is like the living room part. So that's my entertainment center. I love that. That's my coffee table. It's like stone or something, but it's like composite stone, so it's not real. But it's I mean, it looks damn good. I love it. I love the, like, I don't know if you guys will notice, but I like designing stuff and decorating. I like being artistic. I like to be able to express my artistic side, and it makes me happy. So whenever I can express my artistic side, I try to, if I have the time to, because that's also time consuming. And like I said, I'm a hoe. I don't have time to be drawing pictures right now too much. So I need to I need to get it together. I tell myself that every day. Get your shit together. Get your shit together. So this is my living room. All right. So I have more plants. So in this entertainment center, I love this entertainment center because I can slide these doors shut and it hides my TV. And I love hiding my TV because sometimes I just don't want that in my room. Like I don't want any electronics in here like that in here with me. I don't want that vibe. But in the entertainment center, these Christmas lights are probably gonna get in the way a little bit because I decorated. I put Christmas lights up, you know, for Christmas. Merry Christmas, everybody. So in the shelves, like in the entertainment center, I'm just gonna try to open that door a little bit without wrecking those lights in one-handed. So that's what it looks like. So the TV would be covered up and then you would see my lighted shelves with my plants on them. So that's what that looks like. I'm not gonna like tear down my Christmas lights trying to close both of these doors and make it look how it looks right now. Sorry, you guys. So that's that. This is a little further into my living room, like more plants, as you can see, like lots of plants. I love my plants. They make me feel good. Like they make me happy. Like it's good vibes in here. And this is like the wall that's above the couch. That's actually a rug that my plants are, sorry, I cannot aim this. So that's actually a rug. I stapled that to the wall. I just wanted like some kind of wall piece to add like different elements like texture and stuff like that. And I like it. I like how it came out. Yeah, so that's that. And then this is the other half of my, so this is one half of my living room, what I consider my living room. And this is the other half of my living room over here. That is like my pillow pit that I'm building over there, and more plants and a bookshelf. And that's that mirror. I love that mirror. It makes the room feel so much bigger. Like it does so much for this room, even though it's not a bad sized room. But this is my view if I'm over here, like sitting on the end of my couch. I see it like that. And what I'm gonna do for you guys right now is I'm gonna turn off the lights so you can see what I'm talking about, how the vibe is in here when all the lights are off. So that's what I'm gonna do. So you guys are gonna sit right here. I'm gonna try not to knock anything down. So this is my living room. Like, I feel like lighting is important when you're trying to create a vibe and have like a certain feeling in your space to, you know, promote good energy. And that's what this space is about for me. It's about having somewhere where I feel safe and just happy and good energy. Like, you see this smiley face lamp in the corner right there? Like, it's that stupid thing makes me so happy every time I see it. Like, it's just sitting there all dumb and just smiling at me. So I like it. This is a really great space. It's a great space to relax. So moving my bedroom into here and creating like some kind of little studio feel, it's not gonna, I don't feel like it's gonna be too bad. Like, I'm surrounded by all these plants. So I feel like as long as I'm surrounded by greenery and nature, then I'm good. I'm good. Sorry if I rambled a lot and I sounded a little crazy. Like I said, this is just the reality of what I have, like the state I'm in sometimes when I'm just so tired. And yeah. Let me collect my thoughts for a second because I remember what I need to say, what I plan to say. So I gave you guys a tour. And I'm sorry if I left off on like a bunch of half finished thoughts. If there's anything that anybody like didn't understand, go ahead and ask in the comments. Like, I'm around for sure. I had a lot that was keeping me down and making my life a little harder, but now that I've been able to have this surgery, like, I things I'm a lot more hopeful about my future and just stuff that's going on, because like solely relying on prostitution and having a bum knee just sucks. And I know other people out there have a lot worse, and I don't want to. I've been dealing with it and trying to find my way around it, and that's why I'm starting this mushroom business, because I want that to be my, you know, my income. And if anybody wants to like donate or help me with my mushroom business, there's like equipment and supplies and like some books I need and stuff. I'm gonna put my Amazon wish list in the description box if anybody wants to like help me out there with some mushroom stuff that I need for my mushroom journey. That would be great. Really helpful, because I want to tell you. Oh, that's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about like my vision for what I want to do. Sorry, I need to lay down. So we're gonna go lay down over here, because I can't sit here. I'm tired. So, oh, and this is a book I've been telling you guys I'm trying to read. It's called Starting a Business for Dummies. It's pretty interesting. They give a lot of examples that help you understand different things that they're talking about. It's very easy to understand if anybody else is interested in starting a business. And this is like my notebook. This right here on the front of my notebook, it says, if you know you can do better, then do better. And this right here, just saying this and reminding myself of this, that means a lot to me. It means so much. So, so here we are, this little area right here. I love it. Good vibes, like plants, happy face, and giant pillow. So we're soft. It's everything. It's nice. So we're gonna lay down carefully, not hurt my knee, not hurt plants. Okay, so sorry. Oh, so I want to start my mushroom business because mushrooms mean a lot to me. Like they've done so much for me. I've done a lot of work myself on trying to heal myself from generational trauma, and I've come a long way, like on my own. I went from being damn near feral, like I was feral. I only knew how to like hit people to becoming who you guys saw on Mark Lada's interview. That's a long way. I've done so much internal work, but it was I don't even know how to say this. Like, so I took my first dose of magic mushrooms, like my first psilocybin mushroom trip, maybe like a year ago, maybe. And it's done so much to help me work through my trauma and like reorganize my brain and get myself to a better place mentally, physically. Like I'm so much more focused, and I want to be able to share that with everybody. Just healing and stuff I've learned, and like my goal is to have like some type of sanctuary, like a plot of land, like a place for people to come for healing. And I want to create like a community there where I have like maybe a community center, uh, a healing center. I want to do things that make impacts on the community and create change and like set standards for how we should coexist with each other and uplift each other, and how we should coexist with this planet as well. I want to, that's like, I can't go into it because it's so much, but that's where my journey is taking me. That's where it's taking me. That's where the mushrooms are taking me to a place of healing and wanting to figure out a way to share it with everybody else that needs it. And that's where I'm at right now. Also, I got to go to bed now, so I really have to go to bed. But I want to like say one more little Christmas story. I want to say something about Christmas because it's coming up and I know a lot of people celebrate it. And I want to say something about um, I just want to tell a little story. Okay. Oh, sorry. I'm much smoother at talking when I've had more sleep because then I can formulate, these things better. So I, right now, a lot of people might be buying their loved ones and their friends Christmas presents. And I gave a friend whose sister just had a baby a baby sign language book to teach the baby sign language, and the baby is not deaf. I gave the baby sign language book so that the mother could learn to communicate. My friend's sister could learn to communicate with her child before they could talk, because I think communication is so important, and learning how to communicate with your child is so important when it comes to good parenting and learning how to be a parent. I messed up so much with my son because he had to deal with me when I got pregnant when I was 13 and had him when I was 14, and at that time in my life I was still pretty feral as a person. And then all of a sudden I had to be a mother, and I did not know how to communicate with my son because I hadn't learned to communicate with myself or the world or anybody. And so my son saw some of my anger, and I regret that and think about it so much. And I hope someday he'll be able to heal from it. My daughter, I had her 4.5 years later after him, and I had been working on myself, so I had already come a long way. Um, by the time I had my daughter 4.5 years later. But when I was pregnant with my daughter, my middle sister gifted me a baby sign language book. And when I was pregnant with my son, I was 13 years old. I had no clue what to do. Like, nobody had shown me how to be a mother. I only knew what not to do. I had no fucking clue. So I read this book called What to Expect the First Year. And it basically tells you how to keep your baby physically alive, like how to spot if they have like rubella, measles, or mumps, what cradle cap is, thrush. Like, it teaches you how to take care of the baby physically, like check for milestones, like, stuff like that. But it doesn't tell you how to be a parent. It doesn't tell you how to be a mom. Like, it doesn't tell you anything. All I had was that book, What to Expect the First Year, and like maybe TV shows where Miss Doubtfire, movies, like stuff where there was moms and shit on TV, and I could try to pick out what they were doing if I felt like they were doing a good job. But basically I had no role models for a mother at 14 years old. Like, that book and and TV. Otherwise, like, I didn't know what to do. And when I read that, when I taught my daughter from the baby sign language book and we communicated with each other, she totally stopped crying because I gave her a way to communicate with me. When my daughter was a baby, she was so happy all of the time. Like, I thought something was wrong with her. I took her to the doctor because she wasn't crying. Like, it was eerie. I don't know. I just like, is there something wrong with her? She never cries. But it was because I'd given her the ability to communicate with me. So when she was hungry, when she needed to be changed, if she was in pain, if she was too hot, too cold, you know what I mean? I taught her signs so that she could tell me. And a lot of them were just like simple, really simple stuff. And you only need uh to I taught her four signs. And because what does a baby really need to communicate so that you can make sure you take care of their comfort? Like, that's how I felt at first. So it was really simple, so it was easy to start. And then it made such a huge impact on my relationship with her and her upbringing, because I had learned how to communicate with her, and I was parenting her that way. And then with my son as well, like, I had become better in that way with him as well. But I feel like my daughter didn't go through the the shit my son had to go through. I didn't get better in time enough for either of them, honestly, but I fucking tried. I really tried. And I'm still trying. I'm still trying to be somebody that they can be proud of. And showing them that I'm trying to break this cycle of generational trauma. And I'm trying to set the standard for everybody else and share all this shit that I've learned to break this cycle with myself. And I'm trying. But I just wanted if you guys were thinking about gifts for Christmas and what to get people, this is just like, I guess, something I wanted to add, like a little holiday gift idea. If you know anybody that has like a baby or a newborn, give them a baby sign language book. Give that parent and that child an ability to communicate and understand each other better, because it's life changing. We all need that. We all need better communication. And I don't know what else I said I was going to talk about in this video, and I'm sorry if I didn't get to it. I really have to go to bed, and I'm just going to upload it actually right now without watching it, because I don't know how long I have to sleep or if I'm ever going to get sleep again, because I'm super busy. I got a lot of stuff going on. But I am going to also make more updates. So I'm just going to upload this now. I'm going to put my Amazon wish list in the description box. And I don't know what else I could put in there. If you would like to get a hold of me, I don't know if I have time to respond. Like I said, I'm still a hoe, I'm still a prostitute. My finances, my stability is day to day. It's determined by my life is still up in the air. So I don't really have a lot of time to sit down and respond to like a bunch of emails. But if you want to email me, I promise you I will read it. And I'm gonna put that email in the description box as well. And I want to say thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. I'll be back on as soon as possible to give updates about the rest of my life, and talk about other stuff that I have going on about me as well. But I did want to make this episode about me the most, so you guys can know like what's been going on in my life and why I've been missing. It's rough out here. I don't know if I have anything else to say, but I guess that's it. Thank you for watching. This is the Heroic Dose, and bye.